Hey guys, it's Sam. I thought I would check in with you guys about how it's going with my Traveler's Notebook systems, and it's going really well. So that's all you need to know. I'll see you next time. um, yeah, if you'd like the chatty version, stay tuned. I hope you have something to snack on or to drink. I just got back from the gym, so I will be partaking in some protein kefir berry smoothie here. But yeah, this has been going really well, and oh, that is the curse, I know, and it has happened more times than I would like to count. But I really want to kind of just dig into this system and give it a real chance, which I haven't done. I talked last time about kind of the growing pains that go along with trying to get used to a different system, especially when you are coming from something that's a little different, like Hobonichi Weeks and Rings. And both of those systems I've been really, really comfortable in. So naturally moving to something that's so different, it takes a little getting used to. I do want to update before we get into this. This is not going to be a structured video. If you desire structure in videos that you watch, this is probably not going to be the one. But I did end up opening my Let's Go on Road Trip Traveler's Notebook cover, and this is beautiful. Now, this dark brown would have been the one that I had like OG the first year that these came out when they were still Midori Traveler's Notebooks. And I forgot that I really liked this leather. I really like this embossing. I like that it's decorated without me having to make any decisions about it. But the leather is very smooth to the touch, very different from the camel, which I still really love. And when I was opening the package, I could smell the leather. Absolutely delicious smelling. And this will, I think for now, I have decided that I'm not going to make a decision about what goes in what book, um, because I don't want to overwhelm myself just when this is going really well. But I did think that one of the things I would do would be open my Love and Trip package why I wouldn't have opened it the other day when I opened this one. I don't know. I guess I wussed out. Again, I was talking about how I had some decision fatigue when it came to what to do with the stuff inside here, and I'll show you what I did. I'll be keeping that little sticker. Not keeping this. I used to always keep all the things that came with these because I undoubtedly would sell them, and then I would be sad that I didn't have all the stuff that came with it. So I'm keeping these and discarding all of the, well, this will get recycled. I don't think I'll use this for a junk journal in any way. My system is quite the hybrid, kind of somewhere between a junk journal and a regular journal, and I'm not making a bunch of rules for myself. So here we go. I feel like the leather isn't as strong smelling. Oh, this fabric feels different. It looks very similar, but this one's pretty textured and this one's taller. I wonder if they sometimes make these different, like if there's not a standard measurement that they use. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. So I missed these when they first came around. And then I signed up for every restock known to man. Yeah, this one's a little kind of furry looking on the inside, which I remarked on my other one. Love that. So yeah, now I have opened both. I will not be using these yet. I think that I'll just have them kind of in rotation until I'm set on if I feel like I need to have multiple notebooks for some reason. Like I said, I don't want to overwhelm myself and then feel like I'm going to fail. All right, so let's start with the big guy. And I feel bad because the other night I could not sleep and I ended up searching Traveler's Notebook videos, and I found a video where somebody was, they were using their folder different than I had seen other people use theirs. And I still am working through comments on my last video, but I did order the Lauren Phelps, like those, they're like clear plastic. I feel like it's around here somewhere, but I'm not sure where. That you can slip like up to 4 or 5 notebooks or something like that in. I initially tried it, and I think I initially tried it in the Passport. And I didn't like the overhang, and I was in a hurry, and I didn't have time to like mess with it and see if I could work it out. So I just ended up scrapping the idea and putting it away. But on somebody's video the other day, I saw that they had taken the craft folder and they kind of flipped it the wrong way, and then they used the craft folder to insert the notebooks so that everything wasn't on the bands. So this is now put together with just the band that comes with the Traveler's Notebook instead of the jump bands, which I think I put it in my little kind of bag of junk. Yeah, it's in here. So I had been using this and I took it off, and I now have everything on here. And this hasn't like stood the test of time or anything, but I have put it together this morning. One thing I will say, and I'm sure that there's something you could do about this, but it does kind of slide around in here a little bit. But at the moment, this is not a go anywhere with me, unless I wanted to journal outside the house. But that would be like the only negative that I can see so far. But I do like that nothing is protruding over the notebook. So it feels like cleaner and more compact to me, and maybe that doesn't matter to you, but I'm happy with it for now. So I'll see how this goes. But the other thing that I really liked about it, one of the things that I've struggled with strings in the past has been the strings themselves, finding like a comfortable way to write without feeling like I have the hump or whatever. And so I feel like this does a better job. And then if not, this slides in and out so easy that I feel like it wouldn't be a burden to take it in and out, to have it laying flat on the desk outside of the notebook itself. So I think this is going to be really good for me, specifically because now I'm using another insert in here. And I have not been extremely consistent with this. We've been really busy the last couple of days, and so last night and Friday night I haven't come back in here and followed up with this, but I really like this as a Hobonichi Weeks kind of memory replacement. And right now I'm kind of just testing these things. I'm looking to see if this kind of can replace my rings. I had been only reaching for my Passport on the weekend, but I have now successfully carried this for a week and a day without any other planner. Not to say that I'm never coming back to my rings, but for right now, this feels good, this feels right, and my brain is kind of liking the newness and the change. I've gotten through the growing pains part of it, and this I'm using not in a cutesy way, but as a very functional way. So this is like my grown-up version of the Hallmark calendar that I used to carry back in the day, that my grandma would always pick up for me. So I'm really enjoying that. And then this has been where I do a little bit more tracking, and also a place where a little snippet of a memory will fit. Some of that will fit here, but this gives me an opportunity to do more. I can track my workouts, I can track my habits, fill out my like running to-do list, and then over here is appointments and the little snippets of a memory, which is exactly what the Hobonichi Weeks has always been for me. So the journaling is going really well. Now that I have decided that I have no rules, I can do whatever I want, I've been doing really well with that. So I ended up taking some of the stuff from the inside of the Traveler's Notebook that I opened the other day and putting that in here for my journaling stuff. And so I will go in and journal with the little snippets here and just add this. I underestimated how good it would feel to be this close to the end of an insert. This is really helping me and propelling me forward with I can be a journaling kind of person. I would get to those big books and kind of just feel like it was never going to end, and I was never going to feel like I had like made it, you know, and it would just discourage me. And maybe one day it will make me annoyed that I don't have more pages in this, and I might need to move into a different brand of notebook that has more pages. But for right now, I'm loving this paper. I'm loving this grid size. I'm loving that it's not a thick notebook. I'm loving that I'm so close to completing it. And I will do a full flip through with you guys when I get there. And I'm enjoying also. I've been able to not worry about making decisions because I've just been tucking stuff into my craft folder, and it's there for me when I am ready to journal. I'll put this, I have like a space of stuff for Traveler's Notebook. I'm trying to keep it pretty organized, and yeah. So I'll do a full flip through when I complete this journal. I don't really want to bore you with seeing it too many times before it's done. And then, yeah, this is going really well. I'm liking this a lot. So the standard so far is an evening weekend kind of catch up situation, and this stays home for the most part unless I'm going somewhere where I feel like I'm going to have time to sit down and do some journaling. I do have my little pouch. This is a Fjallraven pouch, and I just have like some supplies in here. If you want a full like what I'm carrying in here, let me know. That might be a future video. Yeah, so this kind of stays here. And then this guy has been going everywhere with me, turning into quite a friend. It's getting some nice patina on it. Love this. I do need to come in and add some pockets and stuff. I haven't had time to do it. But I would like to see if I can configure that same kind of notebook situation in here. Let's see. All right, take this band off. I do I have one more? I think I have, maybe it's not extra. But the one thing that I have noticed is now that I have 3 notebooks in here instead of 2, when I added in the, what did I add in? I don't remember what I had in here before, but I added in a notebook. I think I was just carrying the month. I was just carrying the month and the grid. And then I added the week, and I was like, I'm going to make this work. And since then, I have just kind of felt like, and you can see it. So this has bent in just from like there being 3 things in here. So I was hoping that the craft folder hack would work for this as well. So let's see. And I will be, sometimes I can't get these off of here, but if I can, I'll throw that in my journal as well. And then put that over here. So I think I'm just going to do what I did in the other one. Maybe this one has been set up a little bit differently. I've been able to see this first, so I'm not sure how this is going to work. I have really been enjoying this system though. I feel like I've really missed out on something that feels kind of special, but not in the same special way. The Hobonichi Weeks kind of makes me nervous, which I don't know if any of you can relate to that. So let's see. I think I'd like to have this one tucked in here because I'm not gonna lose my kind of decorated cover. I don't want to cover that up though. I might have no choice. Let me take out my appointment card here for my dentist. All right, let's try this. I guess at first I'd just like to see if this feels right. Oh, okay, that's sticking out way too much. Okay, so that won't work. But if I don't have the clear folder here, a little bit, but not a lot. Okay. So that means I'm gonna have to take this out, this out, and this out. And now see if that works. Put that in here. This in here. I guess it would be good for me to try out that Lauren Phelps with you guys too. My brain can only handle so many things at once before it starts to self-destruct. Okay, so let's try this. I don't know how people put so many things in their traveler's notebook. I start to feel very overwhelmed very quickly, but right now I feel like this is the right amount of stuff. I'll leave this just in case I need it. Now that's still sticking out. What do I have here? That. Oh, it's in the middle? Brother. Okay, so I think that this is being caused by the fact that I didn't want this to be covered up. Okay. This. Oh, brother. This. Then this. Then this. And this guy. And now this. Now the difference is I have 3 notebooks that I'm working with or attempting to work with. And it was okay. I just didn't like that it was starting to hump, like make that hump, which I was afraid it was going to damage the notebook. Okay, so it is sticking out a little bit, which is okay with me. But I don't feel like anything is bending. Okay. And I think I'm gonna play with this a little. So the clear, then the monthly, which I'm just using very functionally. And then the weekly, again, very functionally. I'm just writing down events, a couple of stickers here and there, but I was using these stickers actually before I moved into the weekly in the standard, so I probably will not continue doing that. And since I have my other stickers in this particular notebook, for the notebooks that I've opened, I'll probably put that one in here as well. So the monthly, the weekly, and then the notes, which I've, again, been using very functionally. Yeah. So this has been, it's been what I need and not anything extra. I have been able to, well, the one thing that I felt like I was going to lose if I moved to this was the tracking aspect. And honestly, most of the things that I'm tracking happen in the evening anyway, and I have it in this notebook. And I'll just come in and track in here, and this is going to work. This is going to work. But I also feel like sometimes I take out, you know, my rings that has all the different sections and all the different trackers and all of that, and I'm like, I'm not going to take those out and use them at work. So how helpful is that? So I'll try this setup and see if it works like this, putting the notebooks in the pockets of the craft folder, or I might try the Lauren Phelps thing as well and see which one I like better. Like I said, I didn't really have a chance to give it a chance the other day, but yeah, we'll see. But this has kind of been my functional take everywhere planner, and this has been my pretty planner or memory keeping planner and my journal. It's very possible that I might decide that Passport doesn't work for me at all and everything goes in here and this becomes kind of my replacement for rings. At this moment, I don't see that happening. Time will tell. I'm going to let the system evolve as it wants to evolve. I feel like I'm kind of tired of trying to, put the wrong shape into the, what is that? The peg in the hole. Oh gosh, I always suck at these. I'm going to just let the system evolve and evolve in a natural way. And so if I feel like something isn't working, I will let myself move and just within what I have here, switch the system up. So fingers crossed, because so far I've been really enjoying the system. Do you use either of these sizes? Do you use them both, and what do you use them for? I'd love to hear from you guys below in the comments. Let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see in the future. Would you like to see kind of the tools that I use or my favorite things for the Traveler's Notebook system? I'm gonna hopefully have like a backpack video coming soon. So hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new around here and don't want to miss out on future videos, please consider subscribing. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye guys.